Hi, this is Zach Anderson, and in this video, I will be going over problem number 2 of coding problem set 5, cipher and OOP. Per usual, let's start by defining the problem. So for this problem, the graders will use our implementation of the message class, so we do not need to worry if you do not get the previous parts correct. Plain text message is a subclass of message and has methods to encode a string using a specified shift value. Our class will always create an encoded version of the message and we'll have methods for changing the encoding. Okay, so implement the methods in this according to the specifications. The methods you should fill in are these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 different methods we should fill in here. So let's head over to the code and see what we did. So here we have the class plain text message. Inside of it, we have the first function defined of init, which takes in 3 different attributes. We see that a plain text message object inherits from message and has those 5 attributes that we just looked at. So let's get those guys in here. So first we have the self.message text. So all this is doing is setting the message text to the input text. Then we have the valid words, which is just loading the list of valid words in. This shift is setting the shift amount, so whatever integer value that's set at. All this next line is doing, the encrypting dictionary, is creating an encrypting dictionary based on the shift. And then this final line is creating an encrypted message text, and that's using the apply shift method. So that is all we need to do for this first function, is inherit all of these guys and make sure that they do what they need to do. So if we move on to the next function here, we have get shift. All this needs to do is return the shift value. So we just use a simple return statement of self.shift. The next function of get encrypting dict, which has one attribute of self, all it needs to do is return a copy of the self encrypting dictionary. This is the keyword of copy. Super easy. All we need to do is a single return statement, and we return this encrypting dictionary, but we only return a copy of it, so that we can prevent direct modification. Next function is the get message text encrypted function. Once again, takes in one attribute of self. What we need to do here is simply return the message text. So we use a simple return statement and we are returning the encrypted message text here. In this final function, we are not returning anything. We're changing self.shift and updating other attributes which are determined by the shift, and we see that we still have the 0 to 26. So first we need to update the shift attribute to the new shift value. So we do that by this line right here. Next we need to rebuild the encryption dictionary based on the value of the new shift. So we use this line here to do that. And then finally we need to update the encrypted message text using this new shift, and we use this line here to do that. After that is all said and done, we can come down here to test. So we see that we have the example test case for the plain text message. The expected output is going to be this, and this will print the actual output based on the code we did above. So if we come up here and run it, we see that we load the word from list file. We see that the expected output is as it was above, but we also see that the actual output, which is the code we did, is identical. So it looks like it is working perfectly. Thank you for watching.